New technique for manifesting your goals has gone viral on TikTok and Instagram. It's called Lucky Girl Syndrome, and some people believe it's the key to achieving success.
Yeah, but not everybody believes all the hype. Joining us now to talk more about it is motivation expert Mindy Barnett. Thanks so much for being with us, Mindy.
Oh, thanks for having me.
All right, well, so talk about Lucky Girl Syndrome. What exactly is it?
Okay, so have you guys read the book The Secret, The Law of Attraction?
Yes,
It's essentially it's a spoof of that. Manifesting your dreams, kind of like thinking them up, verbalizing them. Everybody knows what about vision boards. It's just essentially an extension of that. But basically pronouncing that you're lucky, saying exactly what you think is coming to you, what you deserve to have, and then sitting back and waiting for it to happen.
Okay, so can you give us, put this into practice? Give us an example of how to put this into play.
Okay, so I am in a variety of other hats that I wear. I'm a graduate student, and I'm studying psychology. So I have an exam in a week. So I am going to get an A on my pharmacology exam, and I am going to ace the class. That's basically neuroscience, and I'm not a scientist. And I am going to graduate with honors, and then hoping and sitting back and waiting for it to happen.
Do you think it really works? And because some people are going to be like, oh, okay, I'm hoping for the lottery every time I play it, but it hadn't happened yet. What do you say to those people? Because look, there are people that have wished for that and it hasn't happened. Do you think it's really about presenting a different kind of mindset? So even if something doesn't, maybe you can redirect and say it's good enough, but it's the direction I'm supposed to be in?
That's a great example, Tamsin. In fact, that was one I was going to give, the lottery, right? Everybody says, puts it out there into the universe, I'm going to win the lottery. That's something you really don't have necessarily control over, but other things you do. So if you want to scale your business in 2023, or maybe you want to get married and you're not dating anybody yet in 2023 or soon thereafter, you put it out into the universe, but you also have to back it up with hard work. That's the big difference between, Lucky Girl Syndrome and the unhealthy aspects of it, as well as doing your due diligence to see your future to its fruition and the direction you want to take.
All right, so some people may be hearing about this and have some doubts because it almost sounds like you're living in this imaginary world, but you actually explained that you have to back it up with the work. So are there some drawbacks to doing this?
There are, because basically, number one, it kind of gives the notion that women who, because this is a girl syndrome, it's predominantly trending amongst females. So women who achieve great things are just basically attaining that because of great luck, or dumb luck, as we might say. It also is what the American Psychological Association calls sort of like a positive illusion, which is really erring towards the unhealthy water, where you believe things about yourself that may or may not be true, and most likely may not be true. So 150%, it's great to have a positive mindset. It's very good to have that, plan or goal set in place, but you need to put your, you have to put the action behind it to actually see things through. Can't just wait for things to happen and fall into your lap.
Makes sense.
I kind of also think just being optimistic about things might put you in a better mindset. You might present better to people, and then maybe better things come toward you as a result. Yeah, instead of sulking around and being miserable. So
you're motivated to get out of bed in the morning, and you're motivated to you're positive. It's Lucky Girl Syndrome.
You just gotta keep showing up.
But you still have to do the work.
You're so right, Mindy. Always good to see you. Thanks so much for joining us.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Of course. You can find more information or connect with Mindy by going to her website or following her on Instagram at mindy.barnett.